You see that? That's a squash vine borer moth. We're getting rid of that bad boy before it even has a chance to lay those bad eggs. Stay away from my garden! Ah! What's up, fam? Farmer Q out here on another sunny day out here in beautiful Texas. Today, we're just gonna get into the garden a little bit. We got some fruit to harvest, you know, and we got some unruly tomatoes we gotta get right, but just a little bit with the tomatoes. I really want to get down and trim the bottoms of them a little bit, but you know, we got some special peppers to harvest today. We got some Sheepnose Pimentos that are ready, and we also got some yellow Trinidad scorpion peppers. So hey y'all, we got some okra as well. We already harvested some yellow gooseberry tomatoes earlier, but that's gonna be on the Instagram, so be on the lookout for that. So we're just gonna throw the camera on the head, get to talking a little bit, hang out with the fam just a little bit today. So let's get it. So as y'all can see, the pepper thicket is looking ripe and we got some work to do. So let's go ahead and get after it. Go ahead and pick this pepper right here. And in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and prune this vine off. Don't like how that vine sits on the plant. This is some of the blossom end rot that we had before we addressed the issue, and now this is not popping up at all anymore in the garden. So all we did to address that blossom end rot issue was put down some standard grade stuff called BioLive, just did a top dress with it and put down some earthworm castings. But the garden really needed some calcium, so we addressed that and we're good to go. So this is gonna be seed stock, but we ain't gonna discriminate. But yeah, as y'all can see, the staking helped this pepper a little bit. I mean, its fruit is well supported now, and it's put out a nice amount of fruit. Y'all could probably see on the other video, it had a whole bunch of the beginnings of fruit, but now it's all finished up with the fruit that it currently has on it. It has a bunch of new flowers and stuff on it, but those are going to definitely be peppers as well. But we got a whole bunch of really nice Sheepnose Pimento peppers. This is a sweet pepper that is doing very well in the heat, mind you, so that's something to keep in mind. These sweet peppers, some of these sweet peppers, they really are discriminatory towards heat, so you gotta look out for that when you're growing these all season long. But these have served me very well during the warmer parts of the season, and I am grateful for that. Look at these peppers, y'all. Beautiful peppers. This is the Sheepnose Pimento pepper. Got these available on the Flipside Marketplace. Got the seeds up there, so be on the lookout for those. And some of them still have some green streaks on them, but that's okay. I want to do a pretty good flush, and I'll leave some of them that have the green on them as well, because I want to let some of them finish out better. But these nice deep hue red ones, they're ready to go. And I like them when they're this size. Really easy to put into single serve dishes. If you're making up a dish that you want to just dice up a little small pepper into, this is perfect for that size. And there's some bigger ones that form on the plant as well, as y'all can see. Getting off in here and getting these bigger peppers. But I have a feeling that we're gonna see a nice flush of Sheepnose Pimento peppers today, and I'm really happy with that. That homemade fertilizer coming through, y'all. I made it out here from the garden, and now the garden is giving back full force. Look at this. Just a sneak peek. Just a sneak peek of what we working with down here. Them Sheepnose Pimentos looking good. And I know I put medium yielding pepper, but goodness, as the season progresses, they're really picking up, putting on that weight. So I can't complain. Let me get this. There we go. Some of the peppers, they're bunching up in the middle, but they're still pushing that growth. these are, gosh, they're really putting out some peppers now. I guess I can't call them medium yielding no more. I got to change the description because goodness gracious, they're definitely putting some good weight out now. But this is definitely par of the course as the season progresses. But like I said, your sweet peppers are kind of finicky sometimes, but these are definitely not being finicky. They're contributing very well. I'm very happy with the Sheepnose Pimento pepper. It really, once it gets its wings about it, it really takes off. Just like anything really. I mean, you get the roots really established and you can really do some really nice things. So we got another red right here, hiding off in the thicket. We got a few more reds over here on this other side we're gonna grab. So over here, I thought we had a few reds, but we really only have one red right here. And we have a ton of peppers still on the plants here that have to mature and everything like that. So the Sheepnose Pimento peppers are doing really good. This is a very beautiful flush of peppers. While we're over here, why don't we go ahead and mess with the Buena Mulata a little bit. We got some nice orange, beautifully ripe peppers on here. So we need to go ahead and chop some of these off while we're out here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get this pretty lady in check. So my Buena Mulata, so some people's Buena Mulatas have more of a red ripen, but my Buena Mulata, it ripens orange. And it is beautiful. But yes, my Buena Mulata pepper ripens orange. And I take my seeds when they're orange. And I've seen some get red, but when mine get red, they get all wrinkly. So I don't want them to get wrinkly. I want them to stay fresh. So this is where I like to harvest them. And here's an example of when they actually start to over ripen. When they start to get that red color, they start to dry out. Not like it's a bad thing or anything, but when you're looking for fresh peppers, this is not what you're looking for. So no worries. It's gonna be beautiful for seed and for whatever we cook it into. It's gonna be used just like everything else. So this Buena Mulata pepper, I'm not kidding for 1 second when I say this pepper has already put out at least 100 peppers off of this one plant. It's a mega bush and it plays no games. So as you can see, this is one that's dried out that I missed, but it's okay. Set it off to the side here and keep on going. But it produces peppers on the lowest point and on the highest point. This plant is very prolific, very productive. I love it, love it, love it. So yeah, we're just getting us a nice little flush of our Buena Mulata. These are our peppers that we use for adding a little spice to the pickling mixture that we make. And thanks to the fam, we're gonna make our brine even better next time. We're gonna have it pre-mixed and ready to go. We're gonna fill our jars with whatever we fill them with beforehand and then add our brine afterwards. But yeah, the Buena Mulata, I'd have to say, probably is my favorite pepper, for sure. Don't let the other ladies hear me say that, right? Oops, too late. But I have no shame. They all have a special place in my heart, and they're all beautiful peppers, all beautiful plants. Gosh, look how strong and healthy this pepper is. Gosh, that is a pretty pepper. Nice and smooth, shiny with that electric hue to it. Gotta love it. And she just keeps on giving. The more I come out here and pop off of her, the more she produces. And we still got months left in our season. So we're gonna keep this soil nice and ready to go. Gonna keep these plants nice and taken care of, sustained and maintained. And we're gonna keep this thing rolling. Grab that one. And then we'll be done with this baby for now. because we have a bunch of peppers that need to ripen some more, and then we have some that are starting to freshly form. We have flowers that are popping up on the plant, so we're gonna let this baby be. So over here we got some okra that we let get really big for seed. These are Burmese okra from last year. I let my last year's okra go to seed, and this is one of the seed from that okra. Look how big these okra grow if you let them grow for seed. Of course, these are not good for eating at this size, but about half this, they stay soft. So this Burmese okra is a beautiful plant. I'll be offering up some seeds on the Flipside Marketplace for this as well, so be on the lookout for that. We'll be taking the next few okra that form on it for seed, drying them out and letting them do their thing. Okay, this one's still kind of small. So we also have some little potato cucumber out here that are ready to go. Some are small, but they're looking good. We're gonna go ahead and take them. I want to flush all of my cucumber off these plants because I want to allow any new cucumbers to come in, and I also want to just go ahead and flush them to allow the plants to have a fresh burst of growth, because anytime you take all of your fruit off of your plants and it's still in the prime of their season, you can really get some extra growth out of them. That's why it's always good to make sure you're coming out and harvesting your plants, because if you're harvesting your plants constantly, it's going to really ensure that your plants are constantly pushing for new growth, and you're going to get more harvest as the season pushes on. So we're just collecting some little potato cucumbers, and there's a lot of these that look like aborts on the plant. Some like little potato cucumbers that look like they may not have ever really been pollinated, but sometimes what will happen is the plant will only support so many fruit, and then when you come back and harvest all that are there, it'll push the growth on the fruit that are small and look like they may not grow. So that's one thing to consider before you just go off cutting at your plants. So check this out. We got, oh, we dropped one. We got a nice little batch of little potato cucumbers here. I'm gonna go ahead and add these to the bread basket over here. There might be a few more that I could take off the plant. Yep, there's one right here. There's one growing right beside it. And I'm almost willing to bet that when I chop this one off, that this one's actually gonna grow in. So there's little happenstances like that that you really gotta be looking out for. And as the vine grows forward, it's gonna produce more. Got this big boy right here. Let's go ahead and take this one. And we got one hanging over here that's kind of small. We'll take that one as well. And then we'll allow the plant to really start producing more now. The vines will really hit a flush of growth. Our watermelons even have little watermelon babies on them. We've already pollinated them and they're good to go. We got more over here that we're gonna get pollinated and all that good stuff, but for now, we'll just let it be. Oh, there's another one, a little potato cucumber right here that I'm gonna take. We're gonna add the rest of them to the bread basket. All right, fam, as y'all can see, we got a pretty nice load here. We're gonna take this in the house, and we got a special harvest to do on today. We're gonna harvest some yellow Trinidad scorpion peppers. All right, we got some that are ready to go for seed, ready to go for eats, fully ripened. So we're gonna get out here and get after that. I'll be right back. So fam, we got our pepper thicket over here, and we got peppers that are ripe, and we got peppers that are partially ripe. We got peppers that are, you know, getting there, some that aren't there yet, but you know, we're here to pick the ones that are ripe today, so we're gonna get right to it. We got some that got a little green on them, so we'll leave those. No worries, you got plenty to harvest. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting right after it. We got our gloves, courtesy of our fam. Look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is a pretty pepper. We'll take them in the house and give them a whiff and stuff like that, but we wanna make sure that we protect our little hands and everything. But we're just coming through here, taking some of these peppers. And some of them, you know, they could use a little bit more ripening, but plenty ripe for me. keep after it. There are so many. Look at these peppers. They're so thick. Gosh, they're so thick. This is the yellow Trinidad scorpion pepper. Of course, these seeds will be available on the Flipside marketplace. And these yellow Trinidad scorpion peppers, y'all can see just how big these bad boys are. Whew, they are big, and boy, I'm betting they're spicy. Okay, sorry for the weird views, y'all, but you got to get up in here and get in here in the way that the plant's protected, yet we can get our harvest like we need to, you know. We up in here today. We in here today. The first time that these babies have been harvested, so I'm trying to make sure they get done right. I'm just so excited right now because this is definitely never happened for me before. I've never harvested this variety of pepper, and I am over the moon right now. So hard to get everything like I really want to, but you know, we're making it work. Golly, there's peppers all up in here. Y'all, bear with me, because I got to get up in here. They're growing so well. Okay, we got one more up in here. I'm super happy with what we got in today. We got a little bit more to go, but look, you already know. Super happy with this harvest. It's a good one here. So we're gonna work our way. We're gonna work our way on back here and try to get off in the actual thicket of things, because we got a vine over here with a beautifully ripe pepper right here. We got a few over here. Oh, we got one that's so ripe that it's starting to die off in here. It was off in the middle. Oh, it fell off, that's why. But we got 2 more peppers in here that I want to grab, and we'll be done with the yellow Trinidad scorpion for now, because there is at least 40 more peppers on here, and then we got some forming at the top, and I'm sure since I picked all these peppers, they're gonna produce more as well. All right, fam, we got out there and we got after it today. Y'all saw that harvest, right? I know y'all saw that harvest because I showed y'all the harvest. I'm so excited, y'all. We got so many more beginnings of fruits on these plants. The season's just kicking in strong, but yet we're trying to make sure that we got the garden in a good state to where we can really breeze right into the fall season. We're starting the seeds for the fall next week. It's going to give us a nice little window of opportunity to really build us up some growth so that we can really get these beds in shape so we can be ready to go. But look, y'all know what that means, right? We had a good one today. So y'all know what that means. That's Farmer Q out.